Hey guys, this is Stacy from eatthebite.com, and today I'm making these fantastic crunchy roasted chickpeas 3 ways. It's so easy, so let's just get right into it. I'm using one 15-ounce can of unsalted chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans. I drained them through my colander and washed them off as well, and now we're going to dry the chickpeas on a paper towel lined sheet pan. I'll spread them across the bottom of the sheet pan so they can dry on the paper towels. Then I will grab a few more paper towels and very gently rub the chickpeas and shift them around a little to make sure they're as dry as possible before we roast them. Be careful not to smush them here. Once we've rubbed them dry, you'll notice that many of the shells have detached. Just collect them up and discard. Next, we'll transfer the chickpeas directly onto a sheet pan. I'm going to go ahead and drizzle these with a little bit of olive oil here, and then a light sprinkling of salt. Then we'll just toss the chickpeas, olive oil, and salt until they're well coated. And I did change the sheet pan because I forgot this one is so old that it warps when I put it in the oven. So now we've got the chickpeas on one of my good sheet pans. I'm going to go ahead and spread them out a little bit. And now it's time to roast these in a preheated oven at 450 degrees for about 30 minutes. And make sure to shake the pan a few times while cooking to rotate the chickpeas so they cook evenly and get crunchy. Once they're out of the oven, we'll let them cool a couple of minutes, but then you want to get your spices on there while they're still warm. For this batch, I'm using garlic powder, just a few shakes will be fine, and some turmeric. Also just a few shakes here as well. Then I'm going to grab a small spatula and toss the chickpeas around to coat in the spices. And that's it. You're done. And now you have a delicious, healthier snack option. I'm going to show you 2 more. This time I washed and dried 2 cans of chickpeas and tossed with olive oil and salt to start. Spread them out over the sheet pan, pick out any shells you might have missed. And I don't think I would risk 3 cans of chickpeas here on one sheet pan since they might get too crowded, steam, and then get soggy while cooking. Again, we'll roast these in a preheated oven at 450 degrees for 30 minutes, making sure to shake the pan a few times while they're cooking. Once they're cooked, we'll separate these into 2 batches like you see here. And I'm using sumac and onion powder for this batch. And I've got 2 brands of sumac here. The one on the left has barely a hint of salt in it, and the one on the right has quite a bit more salt. So just know the salt level of your sumac before you start seasoning. Again, it just takes a few shakes here of the onion powder and a few shakes of that sumac. And then, of course, we are going to toss those around the pan to coat them in the spices, and we're done. For the next batch, I'm going a little spicier with some harissa powder. You could also use chili powder or cayenne pepper if that's what you have on hand. Just toss to coat and you're done. These seriously couldn't be any easier to make. You can eat them for snacks or with a cheese and cracker board or throw them on top of your favorite salad. Either way, I hope you give these a try. They are crunchy and delicious. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.